How y'all doing? This is your boy Naughty Dread from the Feel Me Though podcast. And I've been thinking about this flat earth thing for so long. Like, I think the strongest argument for flat earth has to be if we're on the spinning ball, say this is the spinning ball. All right. We spinning. Hurling through space. We spinning. The let's say the Big Dipper is right here. As the earth spins, look how it's spinning now. You telling me you're gonna have the same view of this right here as you rotate. You're gonna have the same view as you rotate, as you turn around. Hold on, let me put a mark on here. Damn pen. As this spins, you are right there. You see that mark right there? That's you. This is the star. Now you might can see the star as it spins like that, but what happens when it goes that way? Why can't you see the star then? Just looking up in the sky tells me. And then you can, if you're religious, just read Genesis. They try to tell us that the star, our sun is a star. But it specifically says, with no wasted words, how he created the sun, the moon, and the star. He didn't say he created the star to turn night into day. Stars was something separate from what from what he created. That's my whole theory on definitely why we're not on the ball. You know what I'm saying? Where's the mark at? I can't even find the mark now. Okay, boom, that's the mark. Let me make it bigger. See this? Okay, I gotta put it in the shade right there to get to see the mark. But as it spins, if this is the Big Dipper, this is the Big Dipper. Unless all of the stars are in place and they are sitting on top. That's the only way we're going to see the same stars. I mean, can you deprove that right there about a spinning ball and your perspective of one spot will always change, especially if it's hurling through space like they say. I mean, come on. I had sent for some guests to come on, but I ain't get the feedback yet. Let me send out a couple more invites. Do I got any intellects in the building? I got Merc say he gonna check in when he gets to Wi-Fi. I'm going down my yeah, but we rocking out. Yeah, man, that's too much. I can't believe it. And what I just demonstrated to you, if this was a spherical ball, it's no way, unless your vantage point is always center North Pole, and you're everywhere you at is the North Pole. It can't be too much more. About to check out some flat Earth theories and globe theory, some models of it that normally other people get their explanation of it, because my explanation is, oh, it might be a rock and we might be on top of the rock, but I don't think it's a whole globe per se. Oh, Colorado playing. We might be in a bowl.
What if I told you that we've been lied to for our entire lives? That everything we've ever been told in school, in the media, and by scientists about the Earth, the solar system, and the universe has been an elaborate deception pulled over our eyes to keep us from discovering the singular truth that lies at the heart of our very existence, the one thing that the people in charge have gone to unfathomable lengths to ensure that we never realize. Is it possible that we live on a flat plane, a simple disk encapsulated by a dome-like firmament above that contains the sun, the moon, and the entirety of the known universe? That would be pretty freaky, right? Well, let's talk about the flat Earth. If we're going to explore the flat Earth, then we're going to need a map. There are many variations on what people consider to be the definitive flat Earth atlas, but the most common diagram is going to be based on the azimuthal equidistant projection that places the North Pole at the center. Now, this particular map projection has been around for hundreds of years. It's most commonly seen as the logo for the United Nations, and it was never intended to represent the Earth literally as a flat plane. This is just one of many projection types that we use to represent a three-dimensional globe as a two-dimensional image that can be printed onto paper. The most common map of the world that we see is the Mercator projection. This isn't trying to claim that the Earth is a rectangle. It's just a very convenient way to illustrate the land masses of the Earth in a very concise and proportional image. Coming back to our flat Earth projection, though, since the North Pole is the center of the world, the South Pole continent of Antarctica must in turn be an all-encompassing ring of permanent ice and snow. This is the edge of the flat Earth. If there were no physical barrier at the end of the flat Earth, then all of the water in the oceans would simply drain off, which would be silly. So instead, what we have acting as our containment is a 45-meter vertical wall of solid ice. Game of Thrones style. According to flat Earth mythology, there is no Antarctic continent, only an impassable wall of ice that prevents us from reaching the physical walls of the dome. We'll get to the dome in a bit. And even if you were to attempt to scale the wall yourself, you'd be met by the armed security that guard the ice wall and permanently imprison anyone.
See, that's the other thing about it. Like, why would they not want you to explore? They wanted to explore everything and have control of as much land as possible. But they don't want you to explore past that ice.
Anyone daring to approach. Sounds very mysterious and terrifying, and as recently as 60 years ago, that might have passed for something that the average person would believe. That is, until things like Antarctic cruise lines became a thing. Now we have giant boats that ferry thousands of people to the coast of Antarctica, where they find that instead of a great wall of ice, there are just a bunch of penguins occupying a very usual coastal geography. Of course, there are sections of the Antarctic coast that are just solid slabs of ice. That is real, but it's not true across the entire board. There are plenty of areas along the coast that are low and flat or rocky and mountainous. But maybe people only think that they're seeing Antarctica. The people in charge could just be sending them to some random island off the coast of South America that's specifically designed to maintain the illusion. How would you know? GPS? More like government positioning system. And just look at penguins and try to tell me that's an actual animal and not a specifically designed robot. You probably still think birds are real. The flat Earth map might also be a bit easier to sell if we didn't have airplanes.
Hey, they've been seeing robot pigeons all over New York. That's another conversation.
Because this adds another layer of complication. According to our disk theory, the distance between Santiago, Chile and Sydney, Australia should be the longest trip in the world. And that's if you're moving in a straight line, which would take the plane across all of South America, Canada, the North Pole, Russia, and East Asia before reaching Australia, which is an anomaly that people expecting the Earth to be a globe would likely notice. So planes must fly in a big arc that avoids all of the inconvenient land mass. It takes about 14 hours for a plane to travel between Santiago and Sydney. And the furthest distance between 2 points on the flat Earth, it takes about 7 hours to fly from New York to London, which, by comparison, on the same map, are just a stone's throw away from each other. Now, obviously, the people in charge must make airplanes fly at different speeds, depending on how close they are to the North Pole. Okay, but what about the sun? Clearly, this is a giant burning star.
pilots understand and know that it's flat Earth for real because the flight paths on the globe, the flight path um, some overseas flights got to stop in Hawaii, and you would think on the globe, why would you go way over there and then go north? But it's not like that because on a flat plane, it's a straight line. Just ask a pilot. Matter of fact. Pilot said Earth is flat. I'm sure they got something like that. Retired F-16 pilot says Earth is flat.
I never even thought about the horizon, the eye level thing was a big deal. I never thought about it, but from first day in formation training, you're looking at the other airplane, and the instructor goes, if he's above the horizon, you're below him. If he's below the horizon, you're above him. If he's on the horizon, you're level. 100% fact all the time.
Hi, folks. Wow. So that was Mike just speaking. And Mike is a retired F-16 fighter pilot. And that was part of an interview that he did with Ben from Taboo Conspiracy and Bob Global, probably over a year ago. I've been wanting to make a video to follow that up for quite a while. Just got around to it. So I'm going to be inputting some of the numbers that Mike talked about into AutoCAD, see how they work out on a globe Earth. So I hope you enjoy.
I never considered about flat Earth. It was just a plain fact for us. If he is on the horizon, then you're level with that. If he is above the horizon, then you got the horizon. Down there. That's above you. He's above you. If he's above the horizon, and if he's below, below. It's that simple. It's that simple. I never even really considered that. It's not something I'd come across in any of the stuff that I'd watched, had been watching. But you get to thinking about it and go, if you go up above all, the horizon is going to be down there. If you go up above vast flat Earth, it's going to stay at eye level because of perspective. So if I'm looking out there, and I see this guy, and I've got a TD box, the target designation box comes up in the HUD when I'm locked. I can pull my nose to him and look out there and try to get my eyeballs on him. So 20 miles, you're not seeing the guy yet. You're not going to see him until probably, depending on the conditions. I don't even remember really. Probably 12 miles. You're not seeing a guy out there at 20 miles.
Okay, so in AutoCAD, I've drawn a circle with a radius of 3,959. If I zoom in right to the top, you'll see that I've drawn a blue band around the entire circumference of this circle, and that band offset has an offset of 10,000 feet. So the top of that blue band is 10,000 feet. If I zoom right in, you'll see I've drawn an F-16 with its nose dead on 10,000 feet. From the nose of the F-16, there's this dotted line that extends out here, which I'm going to select. That is the line to the horizon as seen from that F-16, and that is all the way over here. This point here, which I hover on top of it, tells me is 122.4737 miles. Incidentally, the angle down from horizontal to the horizon is 1.8 degrees. So that's how far the pilot would have to dip his head down to look dead at the horizon. Okay, so Mike said that it's unlikely to see an enemy aircraft beyond 12 miles. So I've drawn a distance of 12 miles from the first F-16, which is here, and I've placed another one dead on the horizon. Now, if you remember what Mike said, that anything above the horizon is above you, anything below the horizon is below you, anything on the horizon is at the same level as you. Okay, so this is on the horizon, but it's definitely not at the same level as the other F-16. In fact, it is at 7,920 feet, not 10,000 feet.
So, you know, perspective. Let's see what she got to say.
Millie, when you were 14 years old, you said on a TikTok live that you thought the Earth was flat.
Unfortunately, yes, I did.
Do you still believe this?
No.
Telling the truth.
Although I've never seen, like the you know when you're on a plane, sometimes you can see it, the curve. I've not seen that yet.
You've seen satellite pictures, right?
I have. Yeah. Thanks, Judd.
Millie, when you were 14 years old, you said on a TikTok live.
I didn't want to sound crazy. Yeah, she didn't want to sound crazy. And then no human has ever left Earth atmosphere. It's a pressurized system. Because it's a pressurized system.
Website. Wix. One platform. Unlimited creation. Any website. Unlimited creation.
Through the history of space exploration so far, we've debated where the Earth's atmosphere ends, and your surprise for the day is that according to newly unearthed observations, our atmosphere is way bigger than we ever thought. It goes past the moon. We've mostly defined space as the vast expanse of the rest of the universe that exists past the Kármán line, which exists roughly 100 kilometers above sea level. Now, according to the Fédération Astronomique Internationale, the organization officially in charge of determining these kinds of rules, after the Kármán line, you are in space. The reasoning behind this is after 100 kilometers, the Earth's atmosphere becomes too thin for a conventional aeronautic vehicle like an airplane to stay in flight without reaching orbital velocity. So you have to switch to more specialized astronaut vehicles. But if you thought this was going to be simple, it's not. Even though the FAI's Kármán line designation is commonly recognized, there's actually no official international consensus over where space technically begins. Some astrophysicists say it should actually be 80 kilometers above the sea level because of the way the orbital momentum acts on satellite objects. NASA and the US Air Force also define space starting about 80 kilometers above surface, and those who cross that line officially become astronauts. Okay, so the definition of space is up in the air, but what even is the atmosphere? Yes, it's the bubble of gases that shield and insulate the Earth from the aggressive radiation of the sun and the cold, dark depths of space. But like most complex things, it's got layers. The troposphere, with all our fun weather and necessary gases for breathing and surviving. The stratosphere, where commercial airlines fly when possible because there's usually less turbulence. The mesosphere, where most meteors burn up and the highest layer at which clouds can form. And then comes the thermosphere, which is where that tricky Kármán line lives. And this is where astronauts begin to experience weightlessness and is where the ISS orbits. That means that technically our most commonly defined line of where space begins is still in Earth's atmosphere. And then finally there's the exosphere, that final layer layer between outer space, made up of super spaced out hydrogen atoms, slowly dissipating out to nothing, up to 200,000 kilometers away from Earth's surface. Or so we thought. We actually haven't previously known where the exosphere ends and outer space begins. We just know that those extremely sparse gases gradually fade out to a vacuum. But a team of astronomers has recently dropped a bombshell. When the cloud of gases in the exosphere reflects the sun's UV light, it creates a luminosity, a glow that we can see called the geocorona. These new observations of the geocorona indicate the exosphere may extend up to 630,000 kilometers away from Earth, a distance that includes the moon.
Yeah, explain the firmament. So let me get them to explain the firmament. It's actually literal. I got a feeling he does a great job explaining.
Evidence supports the possibility of a dome being over top of us. So here we have the Simpsons alluding to that we live under a dome.
The Truman Show.
Water pours in. This is the first ever civilian rocket being launched, 2014. You can hear it hitting the dome. Here's another view. Hits. This is a NASA rocket. You can see after it hits, the thruster continues as if it's pushing against something. I'm not sure what to think of it. I'm not 100% on it yet. But here's evidence and possibilities. This is a SpaceX rocket. It hits there, bounces off the firmament, and then hits it again. Notice how blue the trail is behind it.
Like water.
Evidence supports the possibility of a dome being over top of us.
Let's talk about the firmament and what the Bible actually says. Genesis says, "Thus God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament." And it was so. Now, automatically, when people see the term firmament, their mind automatically goes here. Let me say this first. Believing globe earth and flat earth is not a salvation issue. You won't go to hell for believing either one. Nowhere does the Bible mention that it looks like that. Let's take a deeper look. The Hebrew word that's used for firmament means an extended surface or an expanse. Visible arc in the sky. Translations say firmament, some say dome, while others simply say sky. The sky you're looking in the direction of the firmament. But the firmament is not small. From searching the scriptures, I have not found where firmament is small. The heavens are massive. The sun, the moon, the stars, and planets. And before you say that planets don't exist, the Bible doesn't mention them. Planets are mentioned in the Bible. Something I find intriguing, though, is Genesis makes mention that there are waters below and there are waters. Let's talk about the firmament and what the Bible actually says.
It looks like, I guess we're, I can see the blue is the firmament. Above that white right there. Because this is the firmament. Keep going further. Look at the clouds. That's it. I just noticed it. To the firmament. There's no space. There's no space. See the bottom of the cloud?
Science shows us that Antarctica is many things: extremely cold, extremely vast, and a wholly unique environment in our world. But there are some who claim that there's more to it than that. And the true nature of Antarctica is now a major part of modern flat Earth conspiracy theories. Another key point of interest for flat earthers is the 1961 Antarctic Treaty, which its claims stops anybody from ever going to the South Pole. The Antarctic Treaty marks off territories that military purposes, but also specifically prioritizes the preservation of Antarctica's unique ecosystem. It bans military activity, but not scientific activity. We so far have no evidence that there really is is a wall like this out there. Not unless we decide to ignore the entirety of Antarctic history until this point, and deny all images of Earth that clearly show Antarctica and the curvature of the Earth. Science shows us that Antarctica is extremely cold, extremely vast, and extremely vast, and a wholly unique.
Let me shut that light. Let me shut that light. Right here we see the word. Right here we see the word. If we read here, biblical, okay. The firmament, the vast, solid dome, created by the Lord. Now let's take a look at this dome real quick. This is another. Right here we got the waters above. The waters below. The waters below. Earth, mountains. We got mountains all over, really. The solid dome. The solid stars are in the dome, I believe. But can't argue. I just want to share that with y'all.
Because the marriage vow is basically no matter what you tell me, and that's a bitch of a vow, man.
Bible thumpers. The Bible says this.
In our previous moment of truth, we saw that God created the firmament on the second day, and that He called the firmament heaven. We also saw that on the fourth day, God made two great lights. He made the stars also, and He set them in the firmament of the heaven. In other words, He put the stars and the sun and the moon and the planets in that firmament. Well, today we want to bring out the fact that in verse 20, God said, "Let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that hath life." And notice this, the fowl that may fly above the earth in the firmament of heaven. So not only does the firmament include outer space, but it also includes Earth's atmosphere. In our previous moment of truth, we saw that God created the firmament on the second day, and that He called the firmament heaven. We also saw that on the
Debunking flat Earth in 60 seconds or less. We first proved the Earth was a sphere using a literal stick in the ground. So it's not hard to understand. Space looks different to people in the southern and northern hemispheres. I mean, compare the moon. This only makes sense if people in Australia are upside down relative to the northern hemisphere. And what about lunar eclipses? The Earth's shadow is cast onto the moon as a perfect circle. And what about our literal photos of do flat Earthers use GPS? Because GPS only works because of the satellites orbiting our very spherical Earth. And we can see other planets using telescopes. Why are they spherical, but isn't? Debunking flat Earth in 60 seconds or less. We first
They're only portals. Let me do this demonstration again. Okay, boom. You see that mark right there? I put it on the tissue. If this is spinning, the mark is moving, I still shouldn't see the same stars. Why am I seeing the same stars over here? Shouldn't be able to see that star anymore. This is the Big Dipper. I didn't turn away from the Big Dipper. Why can I still see the Big Dipper every night? If you can't explain that to me, you can't explain nothing. That's it in a nutshell right there. That's just straight line of sight.
Did you know that the concept of the firmament in the Bible has sparked some pretty interesting flat earth theories? In ancient Hebrew cosmology, the firmament was seen as a solid dome-like structure above the earth, separating the heavens from the earth. This idea was common in many ancient cultures, not just in the biblical text. But here's where it gets spicy. Some modern flat earthers use this ancient concept to support their belief that the earth is flat and covered by a dome. They argue that we're living under a giant cosmic snow, stars and planets, just fancy lights. It's a blend of ancient and modern conspiracy. While science has moved on to a heliocentric model around Earth, these ideas still stir up. So, what's your take? Are we living in a cosmic terrarium, just a poetic way? Write your thoughts in the comments. Did you know that the concept of firmament
If the Earth is flat, how do you explain time zones?
So if it's a close sun, it would be kind of like a spotlight. The time zones work because that local light just kind of like a flashlight doesn't light up the whole circle. It only lights up a certain part of the circle.
I'm curious what the explanation is. Gravity and things like the Coriolis effect.
Gravity is still technically a theory. We know that there's an up and a down. As far as Coriolis, I was in the military. I've shot weapons. We were never once taught to account for Coriolis.
What kind of weapons? If you don't mind me asking, like ICBMs, like ICBMs.
When I was in the military, we shot M16s. And the railgun is a question because it can shoot 100 miles, and it's a line of sight weapon. So 100 miles of the Earth, it just doesn't make sense that they'd be able to hit the target.
If the Earth is flat, how do you explain time zones?
A rail gun could fire off at 100 miles, and they're not accounting for it's a line of sight weapon. They're not accounting for the curvature of the Earth because there is none. You know, let's just call a spade at this point. It's a lot of things we don't know, but line of sight ain't something we can fake. Feel me though? That's my debate and my interpretation of the situation. Feel me though? Join us later on the Feel Me Though podcast when I give you my opinion on things scientific, things ratchet, things just weird out here. Join me next time. Feel me though?